First of all, I'd like to say how honoured I am for so many people to come here and to see me be presented today. It's nice to see so many fans, and I thank you for that.
Welcome to the Dynamo Soccer Report. I'm your host, Glenn Davis. We've got a full show for you today. We're going to call it our All-Star Edition. We'll check in with a trio of players representing the Dynamo at the All-Star game this past Thursday against Celtic of Scotland. We've got Copa America highlights, Brazil and Argentina in the final. And we've also got a little bit of this. Yeah, it's Beckham Mania. How could we not include David Beckham on this show? Despite the 0-0 scoreline with Toronto FC, the Houston Dynamo set an MLS record. Let's go back to Robert Stadium this past Sunday.
Young Dynamo fans enjoying themselves pregame with Super Dynamo and the Dynamo mascot, Diesel. The challenge for the Dynamo to break down a deep defending Toronto FC. First half action, Craig Weibel into Ching, snapping the header just wide. Ching turns provider here, beautifully weighted pass to his partner, Joseph Nguyen, and a saving play from Andrew Boyens. More from the Dynamo, Wade Barrett. Watch this from Brian Ching as he flicks this into space, making a bad ball a good one. And then it falls beautifully to his feet as he enters the penalty area, and unfortunately it goes off the post. Little magic on the ball from the peaceful warrior, Craig Weibel. He releases Joseph Nguyen, who's trying to do a repeat of his goal against Chicago, twisting and turning Tyrone Marshall, and his finish could have been better. Scary moment at Robertson. Maurice Adu of Toronto plowing into Brian Mullen of the Houston Dynamo. Mullen would leave the game diagnosed with an orbital fracture. And Maurice Adu would get shown his walking papers, picking up the red card from Abe Okalaja. Mullen remained in the game, though, and Dwayne De Rosario gets stripped here by Colin Samuel. This would be the only chance of the first half for Toronto FC. He gets past Eddie Robinson. Soft finish handled by Pat Onstad. More attacks from the Dynamo. Look at Mulrooney. Turn this one back beautifully. Clark and Ching in there, but they can't put it on target. Dynamo again exhibiting pressure on Toronto. Patrick Ayani lines one up. Shot blocked. Dwayne De Rosario lines one up. Shot blocked. Falls to Brian Ching. Lays it off to Jakwa. Jakwa can't put the shot on target. Off the side netting. Great example of approach play from the Dynamo. 4 or 5 players involved in this attack. Rico Clark will make the splitting ball here to Brian Ching, who's angling in. At the far post, it's Stuart Holden, but off the side netting. A rare moment in the second half. Toronto FC actually getting in the Dynamo half of the field. Eddie Robinson, poor defending here, gets beat by Lombardo. Barrett to the rescue, but on this night, the Dynamo, 7 straight shutouts. They break the MLS record for consecutive scoreless minutes. Dynamo produce a lot of chances, but can't find that one elusive goal.
It is a team record. I've always thought goals against is a team statistic, and I think, I've said before, I think it starts with our front 2 guys. If they put pressure on the ball, it makes the other team's job very difficult, and I think the guys follow suit when those 2 guys are working hard.
Not to downplay, the fact that we have had, I don't know, what has it been, 8, 9 games with no goals against, but we felt like we certainly should have come out with 3 points tonight, and then it almost feels like a loss.
We play to win. We have a special locker room that has the ability to win most games. We haven't really been a part of a game we've been a part of a couple games that maybe we didn't deserve, but we play to win, and when you go a man up, it's you win, and you need 3 points, so we're disappointed.
David Beckham in Commerce City, Colorado, in attendance at the MLS All-Star Game, the traditional green and white hoops of Celtic of Scotland, one of the most famous teams in Scottish history, taking on the MLS All-Stars in blue. Ricardo Clark here of the Houston Dynamo, top of the box, weaving his way through 3, and his shot saved by Boric. Clark with only one thing on his mind, getting into that penalty area. Going for goal, going for glory. Boric positioned beautifully for Celtic. More from the All-Stars. Eddie Johnson of the Kansas City Wizards eliminates a defender, gets the crossover. Juan Toja of FC Dallas, the save, Boric. What's an all-star game without a penalty kick? Eddie Johnson to finish this off, brought down by Scott Brown. To the spot we go to make it 1. Johnson against Celtic. Boric with the save, who reads it beautifully. 36th minute, the game's first goal, and it would be De Rosario. The beautifully weighted pass, and hell rounds the keeper, slots it home. All-Stars up 1-0. Good soccer from Celtic. Watch Jan Venegor from Hesselink bring this one down beautifully, cushions it down, gets the runner in. The shot is off the post. All-Stars would get a second right on the stroke of halftime. De Rosario shot blocked. It comes off a Celtic defender. Right to Juan Toja with the outside of his foot. A goal Colombian style. Celtic on the attack here in the second half. Yarosik will get the shot off. Kevin Hartman can't handle it. Scott McDonald puts it home, but he's in the offside position. Where's Pat Onstad when you need him? More good attacking in the second half. This would be the theme for the Major League Soccer All-Stars, finding all kinds of space here. Christian Gomez, the good run from Ronnie O'Brien. His touch a little long. Boric with the big save for Celtic. David Beckham enjoying this one. It was a night of soccer celebration between the MLS All-Stars and